Hi, Emily here. I haven't done a video in a little while. I apologize. It's been a couple of months. I just realized we've had some situations going on in my family, and it's kind of pulled me away for a little bit. Um, but I have done quite a bit of research on quite a few different stones, and so I'm going to try and catch up with some of my videos. Last video, I believe, was the fire agate, and I said that I was going to do a video on a blue tiger's eye. So here is my video for that. So here is the blue tiger's eye. It's just like your regular tiger's eye, only it has a blue cast to it. This one has some interesting little features to it. A little bit of labradoritism in there, and so this is a regular standard tiger's eye. You can just barely kind of see that. And then here is the blue. So you have your brown, and then you have your blue, the really great cast to it. There's also a red one that I have not worked with yet, but I will do a video on that later. So about the blue tiger's eye. So here it is again, blue tiger's eye. And it's also known as hawk's eye or falcon's eye. That is typically your blue when they talk about, or they call it by name. That's usually what they're talking about. So hawk's eye or falcon's eye is usually the blue one. The red one is known as an ox eye, or an ox's eye. That's the red one. And then the cat or tiger's eye is the brown. So when you hear somebody call them by name, you understand what the difference is, because they are not the same. So the blue tiger's eye is also known as rhodozite, and the asbestos fibers in the actual stone is what makes up the cat's eye effect, the shimmer that's in there. So the lines, you can just kind of barely see them down in here. See it? So it's got that nice little stripe to it. It actually has kind of a shimmer to it. So that is actually asbestos fibers within the stone that has solidified. So the blue tiger's eye is usually found like in Mexico, India, Australia, South Africa, the U.S., Brazil, and Namibia. And it's really abundant there, so it's pretty fairly easy to find. That's what I hear. It has a vibration level of 4, and it's good for the third eye and the throat chakras. The zodiac sign is the Leo and the Capricorn, and its planet is the Sun. So it's good for emotional balance, yin and yang, fatigue, hepatitis, hemophilia, and depression. It's good to help balance a lot of that out and help remove quite a bit of that from your system. It doesn't get rid of it that I'm aware of, but it really can help diminish the effects of those diseases within your body. So it's a good stress releaser. It assists with an over-anxious type of behavior, quick-tempered, and those suffering from phobias. It can really help lessen the effects of the phobias that people experience. It helps with the eyes and night vision. It can help regenerate some of your, usually night vision is, vision in general can be diminished with the lack of vitamin A, I believe, and so, but this particular stone actually can help with the night vision part of it. It slows your metabolism, does not speed it up, it slows your metabolism down. It can calm an overactive sex drive, and it can dissolve sexual frustrations altogether. It's a very soothing stone. It's a heavy stress reducer, and it can calm anxieties. Different kinds of anxiety I have not figured out quite yet. but it just says that it can diminish the effects of anxiety. I'm assuming that a lot of it can be from using it as a worry stone, just with its vibration level is kind of calmer, more than your higher vibration stones like your Numite can heighten anxiety in different ways. So it comes in mid to dark blue colors with gray and greenish bands. Its unique color and shimmer gives it kind of its mystical appeal and provokes wonderment. So it gives insight to internal struggles and emotional issues. So some of the information that I got today is from crystalsandjewelry.com, along with Judy Hall and what was the other one? Dr. Flora Heshek, I think is the last name. And she does the healing crystals and gemstones book. But a lot of my information is today usually coming from Judy Hall. She is my top girl for information. But it's also, who do I usually use? Ravencrystals.com is a very good one. Meanings.crystalsandjewelry, all spelled out, .com. Those two places are actually really, really good for information, meanings, side effects, symptoms, things. I mean, anything having to do with crystals, these guys are right on top of it. So like I've said before in previous videos, if you have somebody that you really like, enjoy and understand their meanings, and you really like looking them up, do it. The more that you know about any specific stone, the better. The more prepared you'll be for using it yourself or using it in your crystal healing or whatever it is that you're gaining knowledge for it for. It'll open up your aura and help unload what's in your heart, really helping you bare your soul, if you will, and bring things to light so that you can deal with them. Clears your thoughts so that you'll be ready to accept universal truths from other people that have ideas and their own truths, and it helps you to cope with those and be open-minded and help you gain that knowledge with an open mind. If you're a psychic or clairvoyant, a remote viewer, or a astral projectionist, it'll help enhance your abilities. It'll help you focus and help guide you through those modalities of the mind. This stone will help remove any form of creative blocks, or it can help boost your creativity. So it increases your imagination, helps your ideas to just run wild. Helps, like, not so much visions of grandeur, but helps you expound on things and really open up that mind and really get your energy going. It'll unleash your confidence for sure. It's been known to turn your dreams into reality. So if you have a crystal grid made up of this blue tiger's eye, and usually, like, it really works well with quartz and things of similar colors like lapis lazuli, any kind of thing like that. It'll really help manifest and boost that crystal grid and help manifest your wants and dreams. And it works really well. It coincides with works really well rather, with a lot of different crystals. So you can kind of feel free to play around with that. It's more of the safer stone, but a big manifest booster. So it's been known to, when placed on the head, it can rebalance the brain hemispheres. I had to write that down so that I could remember it. I have my notes right here, so if you see me looking down, then 9 times out of 10 I'm trying to pick up my notes here, so I don't forget anything. it helps rebalance the brain hemispheres. So if you've got a lot of creativity going, but not a lot of motivation, or vice versa, it can really help balance that stuff out so that you're able to move forward and release those blocks of creativity. It can relieve symptoms of depression and seasonal affective disorder. And I actually slept with this crystal. So a lot of times when I do my videos, I am actually coming at it from experience. So I do a lot of research on them. I look a lot of things up, and then I'll usually sleep with it under my pillow, or I will meditate with it, or both. I'll carry it around, put it in jewelry, just kind of giving the whole gambit of the personal effects. However, in saying that, your effects may be different than mine. So a lot of this stuff that I'm coming up with, or that I'm reading about, or I'm experiencing, is all firsthand knowledge with, sleeping with it under my pillow, experiencing the effects for me firsthand. So it might be different for anybody else out there, but these are just kind of the generalized symptoms and explanations, but also coming from personal experience. So it's a stone for good fortune and luck. So that also in a crystal grid is going to be spectacular. If you're using it with anything like, I say numite, but that's like a super high powerful stone. So if you're using it with something else like chrysocolla, or I never know how to say this name, Shaledny, I think it is, Shaladoni. Anyway, so anybody that really knows what they're talking about will hopefully understand where I'm getting at with this. So there's a couple of ways of saying it that I've heard, and it always confuses me. So your more green stones, your more blue and blue-green stones are going to be really great combinations for your crystal grids to help bring out luck in your life. Let's see. Just going over my notes. Let's see. It'll focus your mind and ground your energies. It's a really good grounding stone. If you pair it with petrified wood, that's going to be a very, it's going to ground you exponentially, if that makes sense. So what I've learned from the blue tiger's eye and petrified wood is that your petrified wood is like one of your best grounding stones. It's a high vibrational stone that really helps ground you, and blue tiger's eye is really great for focus. So you've got your grounding stone that's helping you center yourself and ground yourself with Mother Earth, and then you have your blue tiger's eye that's going to help focus and channel and release those blocks. So it's going to help focus all of your energy into the direction that you need to go, whether it's painting a picture or writing a book or doing research or working your job. It will help focus that energy and get you centered. So it helps balance your emotions in a relationship, creates peace and harmony. I know that firsthand. I did sleep with this stone specifically, and I actually had it on my throat chakra, and it really helped, I believe anyway, it really helped with my job the next day, actually throughout that next week. It really helped ground me and focus my abilities for work, and helped with my, crystal healing. I had done a lymphatic drainage therapy session with a client, and I actually had this on her throat chakra, and it really, she came back telling me that it really, really helped focus her throughout the rest of that week, and even longer. So it's a really great stone, especially if empaths are using it. You can really, really feel that energy. It's an intense wealth, knowledge, and prosperity stone, and that's where I was going halfway with the other, with the story just a second ago, was throughout that next week, a lot of prosperity came my way. I had a huge growth in clients that were coming in, and just overall wealth from my studio. So I really believe that it had an impact on that. You can wear it to keep away negative intentions. So if you have somebody at work, or if you have a friend, or if you have somebody that's not really playing nice, if it will, it can really help guard against that. So it helps kind of just push that away. You won't even hardly notice that it's happening. A lot of people don't really notice it, but it's a really good blocker. So if you need a great source of willpower, this is your stone. It greatly increases your confidence with any fear, as well as help you gain focus and keep grounded when things are moving too fast. So if you've got something that's just kind of getting out of whack and you're just like, oh my God, the ability to kind of rein that back in and focus you is all in this stone here. Of course, there's many other stones that really help with it, but that's what this one is really good for. So again, this is our blue tiger's eye, and or your falcon or hawk's eye, and it's a really great stone for really helping focus your imagination. So if you have one, sleep with it. If you have something with it in jewelry, wear it for a day or two, and see if you notice anything. So anyway, my next video will be coming up fairly soon, and that is on labradorite. So I'm going to let you go for now, and I will set up for another video. So thanks for tuning in, my lovelies. Subscribe down below, and like my channel. Leave a comment. Let's talk about anything that you've experienced. Let's talk about any ideas that you have, anything that I've missed. I am more than happy to expound on stuff. So if you have any questions, then let me know. Again, my favorite go-to person is Judy Hall. This is one of her books here, 101 Power Crystals, and it's totally fantastic, along with the Ultimate Guide to Crystals and How to Use Them, the encyclopedia right here, the all-powerful Judy Hall. Also, where I get my information is also from quite a few different places that I will just keep letting you know about along the way as I do my videos. So thanks for joining me today, and we'll see you soon, my lovelies. Bye.